Hello there, welcome back to the Music Hub. This is a third part of a series on the key circle, and this one will appeal a bit more to the jazz musicians amongst you. We're going to be looking at particular sequences within the circle, or segments of the circle, if you like. So we're going to start with the 5-to-1 chord movement, and we're going to take G to C. Now, if you remember that if we go anti-clockwise around the circle, then we come down. So that way around. So G7, for instance, and C major 7 would sound like that. Okay, and you can do that anywhere on the circle. If I go from here, B flat to E flat, B flat 7, E flat major 7. Let's try it somewhere else. Let's go F sharp to B. So F sharp 7. A bit like that, okay? Works any way you like. Now, if we add a further extension to that, going back to C major, chord 2 would be D something, chord 5, G, probably G7, and C, let's say major 7 again. Okay, so I'm going to make the D minor, because that'll sound a bit better in the key of C. And we're going D, G, C in the root. Okay, so here's D minor 7, here's G7, and here's C major 7. Okay, again, I'll just pick another point on the circle. As long as we're going anti-clockwise, we're cool. So B flat, E flat, A flat. So here's B flat minor 7, E flat 9, A flat major 7. Okay, that'll work any way you like. And you can add a further extension to that if you like with the 6-2-5-1 progression. Again, I'll just show you that. If we take the key of G and I go round to E, and I do E, A, D, G, that progression, okay? So I'll start with E minor 7, I'll have A minor, I'll have D7, and G7, G major 7. Okay, and that's very common as well. Sometimes the 6 chord is a 7 chord. That sounds like a contradiction. The root of 6 would take the the 7 chord, as we call it, the one with the flat 7. So I better play it really. Okay, and then that might even go to another 7 chord on A, and then D7 and G at the end, G major. Lots of sort of Duke Ellington compositions use that sequence, for instance. Good. Okay, I also want to show you how to modulate from one key to another suddenly, but make it sound convincing. It's all about the approach. So we've been doing the 2-5-1. Just going to adjust this a bit here. We've been doing 2-5-1 and 6-2-5-1. Essentially, it's all an approach to 1. And as long as you make an approach, almost the longer the better in some ways. But I'll just show you with 2-5-1s how you can jump keys. So I'm going to start in the key of E flat, and I'll do a 2-5-1 into E flat. Okay, and then I'm going to jump to G, and I'm going to approach it from A. Okay, so that again was, and then it was, okay, And although we've gone across the circle from E flat to G, quite a big movement, the approach softens the effect. And this is something that John Coltrane developed in his, I think he called it the matrix harmony. And you can find it all through many of his compositions. Tunes like Giant Steps and Countdown and many others use that device to jump around. So compositionally, it's quite interesting because we can leap from one key to an unrelated key in that way. Just to show you, if I went from E flat major to G, if I just did a sort of conventional and then I went, that doesn't sound very good. It needs the approach. So that's a device, if you like. I'm just going to show you one more thing quickly. I'm going to make a little chord progression that goes around the circle, C, F, B flat, E flat, somewhere like this. I'll probably get to D flat, and then I'm going to make an approach to C again. Get back to where I started from, because sometimes when we're writing music, we can let our fingers wander around and get into some interesting keys and get removed from where we started from and wonder how to get back. So here's a progression from C to D flat major. I'll just use pretty much major 7 chords, I think. Here's F, B flat, E flat, A flat. Okay, now how am I going to get back to C from there? I've decided I don't want to extend it any further than that. And I'm on D flat major. So I'm going to make an approach D, G, C, but with certain kinds of chords. I'm going to use D half diminished. And then I'm going to use G7 augmented. And then C major. Okay, that should work. So I'll just do that again. I'm going around the circle there, jump to there and back to C. Here we go. Okay, so essentially it's quite easy to jump around keys, and that's what I wanted to show you. Thanks for listening.